Just want to continue to see these Pacers get better. Anxious to see Darren Collison, but D'Angelo Russell with the ball is a handful.
And Joe Harris is the leader.
He's a load with the ball, but so is this guy.
Well, here's the problem, Quinn. We saw this happen on Friday night. 3+ games now, 1 of 10.
That's what I was thinking, because he went 2 games and missed it. Wow, late again.
And it's 7-0. Pacers 0 for 2 to start with 3 turnovers. And now they throw it inside, and Kurucs dunks it home. It's 9-0. Collison, his jump shot gets Indiana on the board.
That's his action off that screening roll.
Jans Kurucs is a 6'9" rookie out of Latvia. His career high against the Pacers in Brooklyn back in December. He had 24, and Bogdanovic is on the board.
Yeah, because first of all, the game is at daylight, which we don't normally play in.
Here's Turner, a long 3.
I don't know if he may not give him a block, too, on Kurucs on the other end.
Russell on the miss by Allen, and the Pacers have it with a chance to tie or take the lead. And Turner's thinking about the lead with another 3.
He's looking for it, which makes a huge difference in anybody in their game. So with 6 seconds, if you've got the shot in this league, you've got to take it.
What was interesting about that, Quinn, is that's rebounded by Allen and put in, is Pacers trying to win number 30 here as Bogdanovic for 3.
Yeah, Dinwiddie there late. Splash.
One of the fastest paces in the league, taken by Collison. And then Matthews got it. And there's the quiver and the arrow. Karis LeVert. Knocked away by Turner, but put in by LeVert.
Yeah, guys got to follow up and get rebounds.
Now LeVert goes back door. Dinwiddie passed up the 3, but the best 3-point shooter in the NBA, Joe Harris. They made 19 of them last night. They make, on average, 13 per game. And Doug McDermott, who has found his shooting stroke at Bankers Life Fieldhouse, went out with a leg injury, a broken right foot in November, and pounded home by Sabonis.
Heck of a pass, and it sometimes it's difficult for you to be able to maintain your conditioning and play that much. I cannot tell you how good a pass that is. Well, it takes some players a little longer to grow. He didn't have an opportunity to grow in Los Angeles, but I'm telling you, I like what I see there. I like the rhythm. But he couldn't, they didn't allow him to grow in Los Angeles.
Now LeVert. And that basket will count.
He can do that.
And again, Brooklyn can switch everything on this end of the floor as Sabonis has his second field goal. Budenholzer in Atlanta, of course, Coach Bud now in Milwaukee. Here's a long 3 by Holiday. No fear with that young man. And Russell, short.
Oh, Russell got it back. And they get another basket.
But Brooklyn has 32-17 rebound advantage.
Not him. You can't come off of him.
And that's been problematic. Young, basket, and a foul.
It's going to be challenging. Pacers are not a good foul shooting team, but have not shot a foul shot.
Kurucs. And that's Jared Allen, especially of late at about 68%. And it's even worse because you don't shoot very many.
Oh. Never seen Jared Allen do a body like that.
They've got LeVert on Collison, and that's Young with a left hand.
And they got Dinwiddie out, who's a ball handler extraordinaire in his own right. These two are now starting to battle. It's become a little bit of a personal battle with Dinwiddie.
Collison to the rim, has to put it up high because Allen was there and Young got it. Young goes in and scores over Allen. Pacers have scored the last 8, bookending the end of the first, start of the second halves. Russell throws it up high and Allen got it. Young behind his back, spins in the lane with a left hand.
He's on his own, really trying to will his team to show them that they've got to play here, Chris.
Quarter for the Pacers. Russell flying by was Collison, and Russell calmly drops it through.
How about that ball fake?
He becomes the second Pacers player in double figures with Thaddeus Young. I mean, he's so good with that basketball, and During the timeout, we watch Miles Turner walk back to the locker room, Quinn. This is why.
He comes down awkwardly. It looks to me like on the left foot. He raises the right foot. But anyway, he just came down awkwardly, and the trainers knew it right away. Well, Harris is a brute. And Thad still took him to the rim. I mean, Harris is big enough that he could push back on him, but he couldn't stop him.
Thaddeus Young has 8. He has 8 of the 12 the Pacers have, and that's Russell again. Angelo Russell, 4 straight 20-point games. That went right past Sabonis. That was a missile by Young.
Thank you. Yeah, it was much too hard. This is all he wanted to do, offensive rebound.
Sabonis trying to make him pay. He missed it. Put in by Young.
He just actually threw it up there knowing that Atkinson thinks that he's really just a second, not second coming. I think that's a bad term. Well, he just ran in there. But Miles Turner. So right now they see him developing on the inside, tough to handle in this game plan on the road. I mean, on the way they play in terms of their pace.
His numbers as a freshman at Texas were better than Miles. It's an 8-point lead right now, but it feels like it's double that, doesn't it? Pacers just have not been able to make much headway as TJ Leaf gets it to crawl in. With a win, takes his team to the postseason for the first time in 3 years. Corey Joseph being a lot more comfortable offensively. Pacers are out shooting the Nets 47% to 42, but it's those second chance points. And at the rim, here's Ed Davis.
Yeah, but Dudley's making play.
Nowhere to go on that pass.
Those are the things that you're going to, Aaron Holiday has to figure out early. You disagree pretty vehemently. They don't necessarily change it, but there's some sentiment about as to what happened. Too easy.
Have to shut the door on this Brooklyn team to do that, let alone just to win the game. And the basket by Karis LeVert.
It helps to know that this other team you were fighting.
Sure. Right hand, Sabonis.
We're all standing on that shot.
Had a chance to make it an 8-point game. Dinwiddie, a step back 3.
Tough shot by Spencer Dinwiddie.
Was cut by Chicago a few years ago. He's in his 3rd year with Brooklyn. They like him, and I like that, seeing Corey Joseph gear up for the playoffs.
Pacers are in. This is a Brooklyn team that's much more incentive to try to make sure they make every play in this Pacer game as Dinwiddie gets an assist to Graham.
And the real story is they've made 10 threes. The Pacers have made 8. It's the rebounding. It's 17 offensive rebounds for the Nets. And the importance of that, they've only done that twice in the last 15 years. Dinwiddie falls in, and a chance for a 3-point play.
I would think it would.
Joseph for 3.
It's good to see. And when you talk about resting people, this
Sabonis dunks it.
Nice little action there.
Well, the Nets know what a team can do when it comes from behind as Russell goes in and scores and has a chance for a 3-point play.
Holiday's got to shoot that shot.
And Sabonis, 8 in the quarter. Because even though Sabonis shoots 60% from the field, he's not a 60% shooter from that point. And LeVert inside. We'll see how long Nate McMillan goes with this group with just over 3 minutes to play. It's a 14-point lead, and that might end it.
Yeah.
At the same time, you don't want to see guys get nicked up before the postseason. Here's Holiday for 3. The bigger concerns of the last 2 games would be the offensive production, 97 against the Celtics and 96 against the Nets. Brooklyn clinches a playoff spot for the first time since 2015.